I am quite scared to generate duplicate content because the original content would still be indexed under the original domain. The site URL is, well, I've added roughly 24 new articles and also built some links and redirected old backlinks to the home page. It just seems that an initially French expired domain with English content does not work. There's a lot going on here.
Okay, so
So I would move the complete site over to an English expired domain. What do you think?
so basically, to summarize, because I kind of went over this a little bit with the guy. He purchased an expired domain in a specific niche in French language, right? So all the
Mm-hmm.
backlinks referring domains are French.
Okay.
He wants to rank for English-based SERP, so he recreated an English-based website on that domain.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I went through it, it's very niche relevant. The backlinks are high quality in that niche. But yeah, the only difference being that it's French, expired domain versus wanting to rank in English. My opinion, or here, if you want to pull it up and maybe get them something to look at.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And then
doing. You can keep
it's been
talking.
like a couple weeks since I looked at it too, so probably need a little bit of refresher. But in my opinion, it did seem odd that it was taking him so long to rank. I don't think he said there was any issues in Search Console. Um, so nothing like that, no manual penalty. Literally the only issue being the language difference. Now, I do think he's gotten, I mean, it's nothing, but it's a couple of organic keywords since I last saw it, because it was floored out completely when I saw it. But, with expired domains, especially if you're doing a jump like that, I would still say the backlinks from this domain are quality. Now, he did tell me that he added a few backlinks, but I think it wasn't very many, and especially in comparison to the amount of referring domains he's already got going to this. So, the way you'd kind of get an expired domain to have momentum again in the SERPs isn't just by adding content and then redirecting all the old historical referring domains to the homepage. There's a few ways to kind of increase
One question
taking
for you,
back
real
those
quick.
SERPs.
Do you
Yeah.
know how long he's been trying to bring it back to life?
God, I think he said it was a few months, and that's why I was like, it doesn't make sense that it's so floored out. Um, but I think, with expired domains, they can definitely be topsy-turvy. And I think historically, I'd never had an issue using foreign language and repurposing it to add power to something, especially if it's really niche down, which he's not he's not changing up what this website's about, right? It's still going to be in the same niche. It's in the arts, basically. Um, as far as I know, his content is all unique.
It's all French.
Oh, he switched it up. So he's adjusted things,
Okay.
I guess, since we spoke.
Yeah, because right now
That's
all of his
that's pretty
content is
interesting. That
French.
kind of sucks because I did have some ideas, but I guess here we'll talk about best practice. If you purchase a domain like this, right, you want to repurpose it, you want to make it for English, pick up that domain and start doing SEO as is. Some ways that you're going to get an expired domain or aged domain to resonate more quickly in the SERPs. What I've found is if you've got a lot of historical inner pages that had a lot of referring domains going to those, rebuild them. It's a quick way to get crawlability to the site, but since you're not changing things up, and especially doing something that a lot of SEOs do, which is just funnel that energy back to the home page of the site, which is what a lot of PBNs do as well. You're actually like rebuilding the historical concept or shape of that site, right? And I've noticed that it gets you resonating in the SERPs a lot more quickly. So I would start there, and then of course, as you're doing things, add backlinks. Don't think that you can just use these historical backlinks to get yourself ranking with new content. Though it may work over time, and quite honestly, I'm kind of surprised it didn't work on this website, given that the niche, I don't imagine, is going to have a lot of competition. But yeah, like you want this website to not just look like you picked it up and then just started building, what it once was. It needs to look and operate like a new business, right? So you would start adding backlinks, especially English-based backlinks, to diversify away from that French language backlink.
Is this something you would ever do? Would you ever buy a domain that was used exclusively in another language and then try to repurpose it?
Well, I have, right? So I've done it with PBNs
for a money site?
Sure. I've never done it with a money site that I can think of. But when I looked at it, and I mean, like, I don't know if you've gone through it either. To me, it does seem like a very good jumping off point, in my opinion, especially because the TLD is a common TLD, right? We're not looking at anything that's French specific.
Yeah, .com.
And yeah, and though it's got a lot of foreign referring domains, they are so niche specific that to me, yes, it does add value to the campaign that you're trying to create, right? Niche specific is niche specific no matter in what language. And you've got to imagine that there's international business going on. There's all sorts of things that happen across borders, right? To say that a company in the US couldn't have bought a company in France, repurposed everything, started doing things over again in English language, yeah, it absolutely could happen, and things like that do happen. So in my opinion...
Would you do this, though?
Yeah.
You would? Like, for a money site?
Maybe not with this particular site, but yeah, if I found something in a niche that was, pretty obscure, I thought I saw a lot of opportunity in it, and
I'd be pretty wary of doing it.
I wouldn't be wary at all, to be honest with you, and mainly just because of if I can get PBNs to index and resonate, and then that's with English language content with foreign TLDs, never mind just foreign referring domains, then in my opinion, yeah, I could do something with a money site as well, but it would have to be an incredibly attractive domain. I mean, like, I would have to get a bargain bin kind of price tag on it, and
I mean, if you get like an ultra good deal on something that's like super legit, then like worth a try maybe. But
yeah, you just have to imagine that, like, whatever you get, right, like, you are going to have to spend a good amount of money diversifying the backlink profile into the geographic region that you want. And then, of course, recreating the content or adding new content to build off of as well. I don't know, if I saw something comparable to this one, I think I'd like to try, like, a little experiment or something, especially given the last time I even did that with like a PBN would have been a long time ago. So yeah, it'd be kind of a let's see what's going on, maybe since some algorithmic shifts have happened. But yeah, I probably would. But I want to preface, like, it would have to be a very attractive domain that just you don't really find anywhere else. And if you can find something comparable, or even just slightly not as good, then probably just best to go with the one that's got more geographic relevance, unless it's like international based English SERPs that you might be going after.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think we need to audit that one any further. It's kind of he's kind of changed course anyway.
Yeah, it seems like.
I guess he gave up.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it looks like he gave up on trying to bring it back to life.
I don't know if he gave up.
I mean, it's all French
maybe
now.
Yeah, he's like trying to see if he can't get it to resonate in French SERPs would be my guess. But yeah, kind of interesting.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the links below for more info on this topic, as well as other cool stuff like SEO case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks, and happy ranking.